Shalom, meine Teire Yidden, my dear Jews. Welcome and Chag Sameach. Happy second night of Hanukkah. I haven't lit the candles yet because it's going to almost coincide with Shabbat, but I wanted to just share. This is the teaching that I'm working on right now that I had hoped to have some answers and some perspective, but I don't. So I'll give it to you half-baked, as it were. Maybe you can help me complete the baking of this idea. And it is that the relationship between dark and light, the idea of the Hanukkah candles, this candle that burned for 8 days, a full round of creation, 7 days of the week, and then a little more beyond creation. And it burned without using oil, or the oil was somehow replenished. And the question, of course, is from what? How does that work? Even a miracle has to have an agency. And the only answer is from the darkness. The only answer is that the light fed off darkness. The light was supplied by darkness. If you look at the beginning of Genesis, it says, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim et haaretz, God made the heaven and the earth. Ve'haaretz hayta tohu vavohu. The earth was unformed and void. Ve'choshech al pnei tehom, and darkness was over the abyss. So it's almost as if this darkness, which was emerged out of the chaos or out of the pre-universe, created the abyss. And then Ruach Elohim merachefet al pnei hamayim, and the wind from God, or God's spirit emerged from this primordial nothingness. Vayomer Elohim yehi or, and God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Vayehi or, almost as if it were saying that the darkness is older than the light, but it's also creates the conditions for light, creates the conditions for creation. The darkness, which we think of as lack and we think of as chaotic and evil, is somehow the ground, somehow the foundation from which light will spring. And it seems that there are people in the world who seem to be able to feed their light off of darkness. They seem to be able to generate light even from where it seems that there's no light at all. And it's that divine mystery of the light that feeds off darkness, that consumes darkness and transforms it into something beautiful and orderly and meaningful and loving. That is perhaps the greatest mystery. Maybe it's the mystery of love, right? Whenever the moments we first feel love, the first time we gaze at our children, the first time we gaze at the person who will become our spouse, we feel out of the darkness, out of nothing, there comes this feeling we've never had before, this sense of connection and of knowing, just fully formed, springing forth from the darkness. That is the most profound mystery of Hanukkah, and maybe the most profound mystery of creation, that the lights that we kindle tonight are meant to remind us and to teach us that the darkness is not something to be feared, but the darkness is a beginning point for light. So I want to wish everybody, as Shabbat comes, Shabbat Shalom, and Chag Chanukah Sameach, a joyful festival of light.